you have learned, at least one thing you have learned that you are beginning to implement and that you have seen results with, at least one. Let's try and touch base that way, so that you are putting in place. And we've talked about a lot. We've talked about structure. We've talked about foundations, values, vision, purpose, mindsets, conditioning, culture, environment. What is one thing that is working for you, Sister Chinyere? Hi. Sister Bumi? This I'm going to be looking. Am I talking to myself? Is anybody in the house?
Okay, sorry.
Sister Chinyere, are you there? Sister Charity, are you there? The sound is low. You can't hear me.
Sorry, I'm trying to set up something.
Okay.
I will speak. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust something.
How is the sound? Is it me? Should I take off my headphones?
I can hear you.
You can hear me. Sister Chinyere is saying the sound is low. Is it better? Should I increase my voice? Because I have a certain young lady here. And I was trying not to wake her up. That's why I'm putting on headphones. But I can take it off. The sound is good. Okay. Sister Chinyere, is the sound better, or do you want to log in and log out and log back in? Okay, it's better. Awesome. All right. So now that I know Sister Chinyere and Sister Charity in the house, please, I'm still waiting. Can you share one win? One win. Can you share something you've learned and that you have started implementing and you're seeing results with? At least one. From talking about purpose to vision, values, mindsets, conditioning, talking about environment and culture, structure, anything, something you've learned and that it's working. Because I'm actually just looking and waiting. And if you don't think anything is working, you can also share as well. Like, oh, nothing is working. Or you're not implementing anything yet. Should we pause the recording?
Okay, so let me share.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot. We've been on this journey for the last 4 months actively. And so for me, one major thing that I started taking away, especially from last month, was the structure. I was really in a phase of my life where I needed the structure to work for me. I needed a working structure. I needed, and just going through the sessions and Sister Ore's session with her was very helpful for me. You know, it gave me a different perspective on how I view my home. Do you understand? As in how I started seeing the things I needed to do within my home. You know, that part of just saying that, where she was talking about you understanding the purpose of it, in that it's not like you don't have time, or it's because you don't fear the consequences of not doing something. That's why you won't do it. You know, that was scary. That was really scary for me. And, you know, I really had this mind shift. So that I started seeing my home in a different way. I started looking at my home in a different way, and, you know, how God has called me to manage the home, and that I have control over it. You know, it gave me a good sense of control and authority over my home, that I can actually make things work the way I want. Is within my control. Do you understand? Like, it is within my control to make things work for me and not against me, to make my home work for me and not against me. And, you know, I started looking for ways to simplify my life. I said imputing, you know the journey. I said imputing, you know, rest, things that will not make me complain, that overwhelmed. You know, I always just used to get to this point where I'm overwhelmed. I feel like I'm doing too much. You know, I'm at a phase where I don't even have the help. So it was on a normal day, I would have been on the grumpy side already. I would be stressed. Everything would just be getting to me. And, you know, now coupled with the holiday that was coming. So that has helped me. I've had a serious mind shift that laid down the foundation, looking at my current, looking at the ideal. Yes, there's a place I'm still going to, but, you know, daily I'm just understanding that I can take it one day at a time. I can work with it. It's not a 1 week journey. It's not a 1 month journey. It's a lifetime journey. And, you know, I can just begin to work with God, trust God to just lead me on the journey. You know, that's another thing I'm just asking God every day for help. I'm asking God every day for strength. So it's really positioning me in a way that I love. Yes, in a way that I love. I would say in a way that I love. Like, I'm less stressed. I'm helping my children go through this journey. We're working together on it. Every day we are looking for ways to simplify our lives together because we are stuck with each other right now. So yes, I've learned a lot. Really, all I might not be able to share on this journey, but I'm seeing the importance of the word in my home, why it all starts with me, because everything we've talked about so far, it revolves to a large extent around me as the parent. Do you understand? I have control over the major part. I have control over is myself. Do you understand? I can't control so much of the people around me, but I can control how I respond, how I handle what is happening around me. So yes, I've learned a lot. I can't begin to simplify and break it down, but really, it has helped me grow. I have grown. Like, I've grown. Yeah, I've grown.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I love it. I love the fact that you broke it down and you made it applicable to yourself, especially. And that the fact that you realize that a lot of things are not in your control. But the things that are within your control and under your authority, you're taking authority over them. You know, I was reading a book today on parenting, and it was talking about the fact that a lot of times as parents, we focus on the battles. You're making noise. You did not pick up your room. You did not obey. You told a lie, as opposed to the war. And we are investing all our energy and resources into these skirmishes, these things that really don't last for long. We're not keeping our eyes on the long term, which is why this program is very different. And you kind of like have to be involved, because this isn't 7 ways to get your children to be well behaved. This is very introspective. This is very reflective. This requires you to do the hard work of somebody not handing you the answers, but leading you or guiding you to get the answers that you need, because our families are unique. And even within our unique families, each child is unique. I have 3 girls, all very different, very, very different. Okay, even my 17-month-old, she's showing such personality now, and her personality is very different from her sisters. And I have to look beyond mere behavior into looking at God to get their hearts. I'm saying all this is because right now we are supposed to be entering into nitty-gritty, right? But if we haven't gotten that foundation part, everything else we are going to be doing is like building a house on the sand. We won't have results. We won't have results. Okay, Bumi, I'm tempted to say that maybe we should stop recording and just have a heart-to-heart workshop, help everybody walk through this, and then start off the recording maybe next week, because I'm very passionate about, Sister Chi, for instance, everybody here has shown up consistently. I want to see you have results. And the thing about this level, the results are not necessarily going to be tangible. They are more of mindset results.
Sorry, Mama, you said I should stop the recording, or?
Yes, I'm thinking that we should stop the recording so that we can just have a conversation that people are comfortable with, even without knowing that it's just within us for tonight. And then next week we can go into, because I really don't want to build. I don't want to build if I'm not sure. The foundation is like, that's where we spent